Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Sanch, welcome back to another episode here on the Bodybuilding News Network, specifically for another installment of Bodybuilding Today. We have a few exciting stories for you, so consider staying tuned and watching the rest of the video, and also subscribing. Samson Dauda looking phenomenal coming into the Arnold Classic, almost 5 weeks out. Some news on Rubiel Mascara and whether or not he's going to compete or not, and some impressive physique updates from Justin Rodriguez, as well as a contest prep update from Antonio Burton. So if you're interested, stay tuned. But let's go ahead and jump into Samson Dauda. As you can see here, him posting today, 6 weeks out and counting. And this was 19 hours ago as of posting, about 20 hours ago once I have this video actually posted, so about an hour of production. And from this physique update, I would say that this is the most impressive update we've seen from Samson in this contest prep. And I know obviously the closer you get to the show, the better you look, but the last 2 weeks have been substantial in the physique changing. So it's interesting to point this out, as Samson is still, he's been competing for a little bit, but he's really only blown up in the last 2 years when you look at the physique and the potential that he's really started to achieve. You know, winning an Arnold Classic, top 3 at the Mr. Olympia. When we look at him in these physique updates, you got to think for me, what I'm really wondering is what he's done. As you can see here, shout out to Fernando Arroyo. What has he done in the last year to make these extravagant, these substantial changes? Now, yes, the lighting's a little different, the posing's a little different, the camera angle's a little different, but the amount of muscle density, thickness he's been able to put on, as well as the impressive level of conditioning we're seeing from him at 6 weeks out, the differences from 23 to 24 is, for me, it's very tangible. You can really see it. And kind of what I was thinking about earlier is it's exciting to start to get these footnotes for Samson moving forward, that around 6 weeks out is where that hammer starts to really drop, and we really start to get to see some changes from Samson and his team with Milos and the rest of the Hostile family. So good to know that moving forward with his professional career. Now, shout out to Buys and Tries for posting this, but a conversation that we've all been wondering about is with Rubiel Mascara not yet coming into the U.S. and still potentially having some visa issues, you got to wonder, are we going to see this guy in the Arnold Classic stage? Same as with Hadi Rubiel, he's not in the U.S. yet. So we have a big question mark on at least 2 more competitors. You know, Rafael Brandeo, Horse MD are 2 other guys that we really need to make sure they get into the country, but I don't think we've ever had Brazil issues when we talk about work visas. So best of luck. Fingers crossed for Rubiel Mascara getting to the Arnold Classic. Now, an interesting physique update, and I would say contest prep update from Tonio, is that him and his coach are making a strategic decision to not exactly announce what show they want to do, but putting themselves in a position with conditioning and shape to be able to have that option to jump into whatever show that they want to. So Tonio is the reigning and defending New York Pro champion from last year in the Men's Open. So for me as a fan, I'd like to see him do the New York Pro, but me as a commentator and I would say a bodybuilding pundit online is I want to see Tonio win a show and then come into the Olympia and be the best ever that he can be and continue to improve in Olympia placings. If that means he doesn't defend the New York title, I'm okay with that. Updates from Justin Rodriguez, moving right along. I hope you enjoy the tempo of these videos. Justin Rodriguez sharing some back shots, as we haven't really seen too many back shots from him. Now, I will give a caveat here, as you could probably say the hamstrings and the glutes look a little washed out right now. This is right after a hamstring and glute workout. So he's going to have those muscle groups really pumped up. There's a lot of blood there, a lot of damage to the muscle tissue. It's going to be inflamed. So you're not going to see as much detail and conditioning as you would in the glutes and the hamstrings if he didn't just hit those muscle groups. So keep that in mind. Also, Justin is not exactly like Samson where he peaks exactly at 6 weeks out. Justin is one of these guys that in the last 2 weeks, the hammer drops and his body radically changes. So expect that, as well as Justin historically, his physique changes from prejudging to finals drastically. So another, I would say, wrench in the gears. So another reason to make the Arnold Classic exciting. Finishing up another buys and tries story on Wesley Vissers. We talked about him, I believe, 2 days ago, but I did want to talk about him again as it was in the news, and I want to make sure I'm giving you guys exciting and relevant information on our daily uploads. Wesley really, really looking conditioned and shredded. I mean, this guy's known for his shape. He's really known for the conditioning and the posing as well. I would be very shocked if we didn't see him in the top 6 for the classic physique division at this year's 2024 Arnold Classic. 6 weeks out. I would say when we look at Wesley, he's already ready. He's already stage ready. So put some tan on this guy, and I think he'd already be in the top 6. But that's the news for today. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing. Check out the description of the video to understand our mission statement for 2024. And besides that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I'm your host, Josh Sanch, as always, and I'll see you tomorrow.